Hello. Hi.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. I'm crazy excited for this meeting to like pick off this milestone. Hi, Omar.
Hey, we were supposed to get some, I don't know, like test emergency alarm on the phone. Something they want to test all over Germany, but I'm still waiting. That's why I joined a bit late. I'm still waiting for the phone to freak me out, but it did not. I don't know. Maybe I don't have good signal in my apartment.
So in the Netherlands, every Monday, every first Monday of the month at 12 o'clock, you hear sirens in the whole country, and they're testing that kind of alert system. But outside, sounds like, you get attacked by airplanes with bombs. And that's the protection measure in case the water is coming and something's wrong with the levees. And yeah, we all need to go higher up because the country is so flat. So that's also something weird to get used to. But these Amber Alerts, they're crazy. Like they're really freaking me out. Yeah. Might just be us, but let's get started.
Cool. So this week is sales. Thank you for swapping in. Next, we'll continue with the composition next week. So I think we have finished. Well, we already did demo iteration too. How shall we do this, Omar? Do you want to record this now? I guess.
um,
And then we can clip
I
it.
was thinking like I want to like record it on my own. I was planning to do that within the next 2 hours. I was just preparing and make sure everything is fine. I
No
was
live demo.
yeah, I like demo. I mean we can do one now. See, okay, so
Practice round.
yeah, one round. Okay, so let me see. I was just to make sure that everything is fine, because I also have like a sometimes different branch of work.
It's okay. I mean, like we just see what we got. If it works, then we post it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be fancy.
I can do the editing later anyway. So I was thinking first, like, okay, let me share my screen, that we have which is the question that I asked before. We have GDK1 up and running, which is like the default choice already. Just like to, as part of the process, is to start GDK2.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be
1
interesting
second.
summit.
Okay. So, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And now I already like have like the first GDK up and running, not logged in. The other one is like doesn't exist. So now I'm gonna clone GDK. I will create GDK2, the cell 2. And there. So now with this, so GDK2 directory has been created. And now like the setup. Okay, no, wrong directory. Different shell, sorry. This is gonna take some time.
Can I ask something out of curiosity? How do we run the two PostgreSQL instances? Or are they still the same?
So every GDK, like if you run multiple instances of GDK locally, all of them are going to like run in parallel, because what happens is that Postgres is listening on a Unix, Unix socket, not on port, so they don't conflict with each other. And the data directory of Postgres is within GDK. So every time, like you, for example, reset data, something that I did yesterday and I regret about it because it deleted some stuff that I didn't want it to be deleted. It's gonna delete that directory and recreate it again. I didn't do any introduction in the beginning or try to explain like last week, so that's something we can iterate on. If you have other questions, Rutger, that's also great time, because we are just waiting.
Redis is also on a socket then?
I think all of them, like there's like none of them are listening on TCP socket. All of them are listening on. I think that's something you can like see from.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, see, like the socket is in like this. It's path. So they don't conflict with each other, and that's good. So maybe that's while it's being set up, we can quickly discuss like the point about the feature flag. Is Manoj in the call? No. So there's some feature flag that's now enabled on staging. It's not enabled on production yet, and it has to be enabled for the demo. I put that as point number 2 in the document, which is optimized routable. So I already enabled it in GDK1, and I saw that the feature flags are, the table is not main cluster wide, which means that it might need to be enabled. Like once now we are done with GDK2, I can see if the feature flag is enabled on for GDK2. Most probably not, because it's not enabled by default, and the table is GitLab main at the moment. So
it's at the moment it's only enabled on staging, and today we will start the rollout for production.
Yeah, but that does not unless we have it enabled by default. Otherwise means that I have to do this step as part of the demo. Like I have to say, okay, now this feature flag, I have to enable it on. I have to enable it on cell 1. I have to enable it on cell 2.
I just giving the information. That the plan is today and tomorrow to do the rollout on production, and then after that we have a merge request to remove the feature flag. So next week we won't have any more the feature flag, so that we don't have to do this step anymore.
I mean, I'm not blocked by removing it. I'm blocked by having it enabled by default. If you have it enabled by default, but if that's, I was just wondering if that's planned today, for example.
And let me double check, but I think it's now enabled by default.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, we cannot enable it by default unless we have it first enabled
All
in
right.
production.
I say for the demo, which we're doing now, we do need to enable it on both cells. So
Mm.
Yeah. Cool. I think that was the slowest bit, which is compiling QTLA. So it should be almost done now.
So JDK2 should be up and running, but it might take some time to start like receiving processing requests. So this is JDK1. Okay, this is JDK2. So okay. So on cell 1, we can use this waiting time to check the feature flag. On cell 1, we have the feature flag enabled. And on cell 2, we have the feature flag disabled, which means that I will need to enable it here. Okay, so now we have it enabled everywhere. And now getting back to the browser. Cell 2 still needs take some time to be up and like processing requests. Okay, so cell 2 is up and running. Cell 1 is also up and running. For some reasons, 2 different layouts. Okay, so we are logged out on both of them. So now I'm gonna log into cell 1 and create a group. Oh, okay. I have different database configured. Sorry, I forgot about that. Now cell 1 is gonna take a little bit some time for it to be up and running. I change databases often locally to test different stuff. Yeah, migrations are also not run here. Wow, this database. Yeah, okay, yeah, because that's why when I did the reset database yesterday, like I had to get it back from backup, and it was a while that we didn't run migrations. So trying cell 1 again. Cool, finally. So we are logged into cell 1. Now I'm gonna create a group. I think it should be from here. So I'm gonna create a new group called cell 1 group. I'm gonna make it public. Okay. So cell 1 group now is created on the first cell. So if we go back to the dashboard, I should this is project. So on the list of groups, why is that?
Do you have a clean Git status?
I think only the structure of the database is going to be changed because that's usually happens when I run migration. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I updated GDK today with everything. Anyway.
Okay, we can ignore that for now.
Yeah.
That's,
Cell 1. Cell 1 group is already created successfully on the first cell, which is the expected behavior. when you already have one cell. So that's something like the existing functionality works. Now we are going to switch to cell 2. Cell 2, I have apparently the page has been refreshed and I am logged in automatically here. So let me try to refresh. I logged in on cell 1, but I have been logged in automatically on cell 2. Now if I try to list the groups here, it's empty group. So we don't have anything. We don't have project as well. Cell 2 is basically empty because we did not run the seeds. So I'm going to create another group here called cell 2 group public. Why is that happening here? This is the problem when the user is updated.
Yeah, that's right. That seems familiar. Is Git status clean on GDK2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that didn't happen before, but apparently the user sometimes needs to be updated for some reason.
Oh, right. It's because this is your first login ever. So it probably was trying to update last activity add. Though I'm not sure. Let's try to create a group again and see what happens.
Yeah. So new group.
Maybe it's because.
By the way, this is the first time. This is the first time myself I create like group on cell 2. I didn't try this before.
Maybe because it's public. Because we used to be creating private groups. That's another reason as well.
Okay. So let me try public again and see like the problem exists again.
Yeah. Maybe it's public. If you try private groups.
Okay. Cell 2 private.
No, same problem as well. Yep.
Private. I'm also logged in as admin. So just FYI. Okay. So the user apparently needs to be updated somewhere. Group transaction, create service.
Weird.
Maybe in create service 38, there's something about it, or it's just something in the models.
Space ID for already exists on routes. Oh, right. Did you do the increase the database sequences?
No. Well, what's that?
Remember, there's a rig task to increase the database sequences. So that's the part that we haven't done yet. So if you go to sales, this is something that we discussed, and we acknowledge that we have to do it at a later stage. I'll put it in the document.
Can you put it in the demo issue, like, because I added a step for the feature flag here so that it's not forgotten, but this one for the sequences, I overlooked that. I didn't know that it's something.
Yeah. I'll put it, yeah, if you click into it, it's step 5.
Why don't you have, okay, I mean, I run this, okay.
Yeah, it's not part of the support script. So we had to run it manually.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that this can avoid
The ID,
conflicting.
yeah, on the routes cluster-wide table. Yeah. GDK to GitLab.
Okay, and maybe what you mentioned here, this is the error.
No, that's Webpack. That's different.
That's different.
Yeah.
So I have to talk about sequences, and I have to talk about the feature flag. These are two things.
Okay. Now if we go back to creating a group on cell 2.
I will make it also public. Okay, so a new group has been created on cell 2. Now, if we go to the list of the groups, so on cell 2, we have one group, cell 2 group, and on cell 1, if I refresh the page, it does not show up here. That should be it. Yeah, that is basically physically separated, and that's what we have shown up. We have shown here. Anything else?
No, awesome. Thank you very much, Omar.
I'm gonna record this again.
Can you send me the video once you recorded it? I want to add the link to the communication for this week and then send it out. So once you're happy with it.
I can, what I can do, like within the next 2 hours, I can record one with these steps, of course, like the feature flag and the IDs, and like record it and post it somewhere. If you feel you're happy about that, maybe Thong is gonna be, you will not have time to give feedback. But yeah, if anyone else has any feedback, I can also record it again in the second half of the day and see how it goes.
Yeah, no problem. I can also post the communication tomorrow. So whenever works for you is okay.
Cool. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. So regarding the feature flag, yeah, I got that answer. So we can move to point number 4 if we still have time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're almost at the end. Yeah, I'm just wondering, there's still some open issues in the iteration 2 epic. And I think we're gonna complete all of them in 16.5. Are you okay with that? Should we move them? Tom, you mentioned there's just this one issue. Oh yeah, and this one is in 16.6 for refinement because we're too full for 16.5.
Yeah, I think the others we are planning to complete on 16.4. Fingers crossed.
3 more
If not,
days.
then, yeah. Is it? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then we will close it in 16.6, but we can already start on the iteration 3 with this one issue that's
Yeah. I mean that 16.6 can be moved to a later iteration. The second cell tries to create another user namespace. There can be another somewhere. I don't know what iteration.
Yeah, I think Camille made a backlog epic, so we could move it there.
Yeah.
I think we can. I mean, I'm afraid that the user update thing is gonna come up in some different path. So if we postpone this, we might be surprised about it again. What do you think?
Well, I will assign it to the backlog epic, but I'll leave it scheduled for 16.6 so we can refine it. Maybe I'll make this priority 2, just in case. I will hopefully remember why I did that. And then we don't lose sight of it.
Because at the moment, for example, we cannot log in or log out from cell 2 because of this problem. And it would be nice to have that as part of maybe iteration 3.
Okay. Okay. Anything else we need to go over? Thanks for showing us.
It was not the best demo, but hopefully let's see the recording how it goes.
Yeah, and you can always do it again.
This was a practice session, Omar. So next one is going to be fine.
No, I mean, I would
have
have done
I
these
mean,
mistakes
in
anyway.
one go, you click record, everything is fine, in one go and complete.
It's always like that when you record or when there's people around. Even with the ukulele, when I play alone, the moment I press the record button, I screw it up. And before that, I do it perfectly.
No, it was a good idea. Also, like Thong reminded me about some stuff, especially regarding the like the IDs. I forgot about that.
Still an awesome milestone to achieve. So well done.
Cool. Okay. See you. Bye bye.
All right.
Talk to you
Thanks.